so kind. We're back for the second half, and I told you, well, we've had our first half of learning about investments, right? The second half, I'm hanging out with the rich kids, man. For those of you who are not aware, I'm telling you, there are these young guys who are on the program on Metro TV in the mornings. It's called GMG Plus, and I'm telling you, I don't get impressed easily. But when I watch these guys, man, I say, wow, these kids are good. They flow. They are natural. So I'm going to hang out with them today. They actually host the GMG Plus, and they are here today to hang out with us. And I'm going to be introducing them one by one. The first one, show some love for Jackie. Coming up next, man, this lady, she presents the business news on the show, and her name is Amma Ajema. Please, have a seat as we usher in the king. And he happens to call King. Put on our place, King. Welcome to the show, guys. Oh man, you're excited.
I am.
Look, let me admit, and I said it when I was introducing you guys, man. I don't get impressed easily, you know. There are so many young ones out there who are doing good, but you can tell a fake. I'm sorry. You know, but when I start with you guys, I said, these guys are natural.
Yeah.
These guys are talented. And folks, I'm not saying this. For those of you who know, you know what I'm saying. For those of you who don't, just tune in to GMG Plus tomorrow morning on this same station, and you see what I'm talking about. And I'm so glad that you're here. Congratulations, all of you.
Thank you.
All right.
I heard your intro. I was like, okay, wow, finally. I love the intro. Like,
Can you
it
believe
just
we
hit
on
me.
KSM?
I can't believe it.
We made it, people.
You on KSM.
That's what it said.
Yeah, she told me. Her name is
Wow,
Pearl.
there we are.
And here I am. Yes, she did.
Fantastic,
Yes.
fantastic.
And I'm excited to be here, really. I'm excited to hang out with a legend like yourself. And I'm sure all of us.
Watch me blush, folks. Watch me blush. But it's so great. Well, first of all, like I said, congratulations. And folks, I want you to tune in to the morning show, GMG Plus on Metro TV. And you're doing fantastic. So I'm going to start with you, Jackie, because you're very close to me. And you've been with Metro for a while, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
How has the growth been? When did you first enter Metro?
I entered Metro, I think Eddie Blake called me.
Okay.
And he was like, oh, we're looking for presenters. I know you are GIJ. Just come and try your hands on it. I was like, okay. I mean, I want to do this. I want to read news someday.
Yeah.
So, yes, I'll try. And I went, Tala, Fadi, I didn't know they were there. So
okay, they were all there.
Yes, they were in the MCR. I didn't even know there was something like MCR.
MCR.
I just said, okay, let me just try. I just went. So, small makeup. Okay, take the scripts. Take a shot, and I just did it. Talakim, this is the girl, this is the one
really?
I want. I was like, okay. So then that's how come I got the job.
And that has got to
Started working, yes, on Smash.
On Smash.
So then from Smash.
So you started with Smash?
I started with Smash. And then I did Smash for about a year, and then Soccer Academy, the very final Soccer Academy. Hopefully we might bring Soccer Academy back, you never know. But yes, the very last one. I was on with Eddie Blake, another beautiful experience. I mean, it has been a learning process for me from Smash, Soccer Academy. I was like, oh, it's a live show. You know, Smash is a recorded show. So I was like, live, can I do it? Fadi's like, yes, you can do it. You are going to do it, you know. And then, yes, indeed, I did it, and it was good. And then back on Smash, the growth again, playlist again, another live show. It's like, okay, let's do this. We started playlist, and now we're here, GMG Plus. I mean, it has been a learning process. I've really learned a lot.
And let me say, you've learned very, very well, because your presentation is spot on, man.
Coming from you. So yeah, I mean, it's been good.
Fantastic, fantastic. We'll get back to you, Amma.
Boss.
You used to be at GH1.
Yes, I used to be at GH1.
Who poached you?
I don't want to mention his name because he's my boss. I don't want to mention his name.
You don't want to mention, okay.
But of course, I like to keep that to
okay,
myself because he told me not to.
Privileged information.
He told me not to, so I don't want to disclose it. But of course, my journey started 4 years back. I was doing my national service, and one day I decided not to go to work. So I was watching TV, and then it was GH1 at the time, and I saw Miss Malaika. I got glued to the TV set, and I was like, I saw somebody doing the voiceover for them. That was Bella. And I was like, I think I can just do this. So for whatever reason that day, I decided not to go to work. So I wrote a letter, and I went to Apefa. I was like, she was a boss at the time. I was like, okay, can I work here? She was like, okay, we have an audition for interns. Come next week and see. When I got to the place, there were about 20 girls. For a moment, I wasn't intimidated. I wasn't scared or anything.
You were that confident?
I was confident. I was okay. She asked us the same question. What program do you like on GH1? The only thing I remember was Miss Malaika. So I just said, Miss Malaika. Oh, what do you like about Miss Malaika? So I started talking, and then she said, pause. Don't talk again. I think I like your voice. We like to work with you. And I was like, oh, like seriously? And she said, yes, we are serious. So it was me and AJ and someone else. I don't remember the third lady. So it was just a few of us who were there. And then I was told to understudy Bella. I didn't know that one day I would present or do a voiceover for Daily Buzz, a show she used to do. So one day I think she went away to do a makeup. You know ladies and their makeup. And she was like, Ejoa, can you present or can you do the voiceover? And I was like, are you sure you want me to do that? And she's like, yeah, do it. So I went to the sound booth, and then I did the voiceover, and it played in the evening. And at the time, our CEO at the time, Yola, was there, and then he had it. He was like, who is this new girl? I like her voice. And then Apefa told her she's an intern. We're like, so can we employ her? So that's how come I got, I never really wrote any letter for employment. I give thanks to God.
Wow.
So from there, and then EIB took over. Bola came in, and then they were like, I used to do the Daily Buzz as well. They were like, we like your voice. We think we want to groom you.
So you were at GH1 when EIB came in?
Yeah, when EIB came in. And then they moved me to the newsroom. We want to groom you as an anchor. We like your voice. But I was still doing the voiceovers. And then I think somebody told somebody at Metro TV that there was a girl.
That somebody was there.
There was somebody there somewhere they had to, listen to or give the opportunity to. So here I am today, and it's been a phenomenal journey. I have to admit, it's been, like Jackie said, it's been a learning process. From one stage to the other, you move from one stage of your life, you're being challenged to do something else. Business itself, when I was presented with it, was a challenge for me. I remember the last time I did business was in secondary school. Really? Economics was my favorite.
So this was a new thing, doing the business?
And I had to challenge myself. I remember my boss told me at the time that, I need you to challenge yourself, read wide, and then deliver. So I didn't have a choice. I had sleepless nights. I had to go back to my books, read, get better, get friends who are bankers to help me. So I think it's been a journey, but I'm thankful to God. I think I've tried. I've done well.
You have more than tried, man. You have excelled, man. Just a lot more. And not to King, man.
Yes, KSM.
King, you also had quite an interesting journey, right? Started with Adom and...
Yeah, in 2010.
2010.
Started with Adom FM as an intern.
Okay.
So I went into the production room, and I all of a sudden started bringing this ideas out of the box. I said, who is this guy? Yeah. Why is he asking us to do this? And a couple of the presenters were open-minded to it. The Jerry Justices and Dr. Precker says, I think this guy is young and bright. Let's give an opportunity to him. So we started producing, and the show started looking different because my ideas were pretty much from a place where nobody wanted to venture. And I just tell them, if you do it doesn't work, then punish me. So that was in 2010. A year later, Professor Alabi opened a new radio station on the Spintex Road. It was called Pravda.
Yeah. You worked there?
Yeah. I bought a friend's car. It was a small, nice SUV. It was a Kia, I remember. It was blue. I found his house. I drove there, and I bragged about myself.
So you went to Alabi's house?
Oh, yeah. I found his house out. I went there, knocked on the gate. It was really an enormous house, really. Huge.
And what did you say? I want to work for you?
I told him, oh, I'm experienced in radio. I understand how this works. He looks at me like, who is this guy? First of all, how did you find it? I said, no problem. So the wife was really impressed with my move. And when Dr. Alabi said, we will get back to you. And the wife in turn said, we must get back to you.
Wow.
I knew I was hired.
Wow. So is it Pravda?
Yeah, Pravda.
Pravda.
3.5, 4 years later, in 2014, I was out of a job because I was quite a stubborn man.
They fired you?
I'm always getting fired. I get fired, I get hired again. I get fired, I get hired again. And then the GM gets fired. I'm like, okay, so I win. That in 2014, there was a new owner who wanted to go a new direction, so I left. I was jobless for a few months, and I got a call from Nigeria. One of my friends wanted me to come to Nigeria and help manage Iroko TV's music product, which was then known as iRocking. Now it's known as Iroko Music.
Really?
Yeah, so
that was iRocking.
There was iRocking.
Now it's Iroko Music.
Now it's Iroko Music. So Thursday night, I told her that I would do it, but I wanted more money. She's like, how much do you want? I was like, I want $700. She said, okay. Came back and said, my boss says okay. I said, no, I want 800.
I know how that works.
Shoot. I was like, I was just being resistant to the idea because I didn't know anyone in Nigeria. It was going to be a risk for me. So I beat the price up. The boss said, okay again. I was like, okay, I will go. So on Friday.
You beat the price up to where?
To about 1,100.
And this is cool.
Yeah. 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Some amazing money. So I left on a Sunday. I took the job on a Thursday, left on a Sunday. I didn't know anyone. When I was touching down in Lagos, my heart was almost out of my body.
Wow.
I was like, goodness. You know, when you're landing in Ghana, in Kotoka, you see very nice houses with pools, very amazing. When you're landing in Lagos, you see patches of lights. There's hardly light anywhere. So from the skies, you're already scared. So yeah, that was it for Iroko for 4 years.
So you worked there for 4 years?
Yeah, it was supposed to be a month because I bought a return ticket for the month to come back home. Then I started liking it. After a year, I got a promotion. And again, every year, I filled in different roles. Wow. Managing products, opening channels, being a part of content teams that develop new channels. I was getting experience over there. So after the 4th year, I was like, no, I'm going back home. So then we came back, and here we are. Like you said, boom, I'm on the TV.
Jackie I've seen before, but she just reminded me. So, because I watched Soccer Academy, I watched with Eddie, you know. I watched some Smash.
I even interviewed you on your
birthday. Yes! That was you? Yes. Show us some love, man. Yeah. You know. But Amma didn't know, you know. Amma was boom, you know. Where's she from? And you? How do you end up on the Good Morning Show?
Before I left Nigeria, I told my friends I'm going back home to be on a morning TV show. Wow. So one of my friends called me a couple of weeks ago and said, how can you be so specific with your dreams? Wow. I was like, speak it into existence. It actually works. Wow. I said I'll be on TV in the morning and I'll have a show that is cocktail and lifestyle that talks about social issues and the creative arts. I was pretty specific about it.
You always wanted to do that?
I wanted to do that. At the point, I thought that was the right career move for me, because I was getting too old to go back to the. So I wanted to do something that transcended my career from where it was to the next level. So then.
So how do you land the?
I got a call. My head of production, even when I was in Nigeria, would always text me, "Where you dey?" Say, "I still dey Lagos." "Come, I get show for you." I'd be like, okay. Then the next year he would text me again. The next year, so we talk once or twice every year. I'd made friends with him from TV3. So they would always tease me and say, I'm Iso Pele's son. So Iso Bano, Wabao. So then he called me up for a pilot for during the World Cup. Actually, Jackie was on there as well. So that's where we gelled, and then here we are.
And here you are. Boom! Boom! So anybody can take this question. What's the most challenging for GMG Plus? Because, you know, what's the most challenging for you, Jackie?
Well, For me, I mean, everybody knows Jackie. Jackie is everywhere. An entertainment girl, you know, coming from an entertainment background, because that's what I started with, and coming into lifestyle, coming into a bit more serious business. And if you know me very well, you know that I am very serious, but when it comes to work, because I have to do it, I'm very, you know, so I was like, okay, I think I should be able to do this, because this is actually what, this is you. This is what you're supposed to do. So that was, but then, you know, the early mornings, we need to, personally, I wake up at 3 a.m.
Every day?
Yes, because I live very far from work. Yes.
Are you married?
I'm not married. I'm not married.
Just asking. Very single.
I am very single, but I don't live alone. So I have to wake up, do household chores before I go and bath, you know, and all of it, prepare for work. I get to work like 5:30 or 6, latest by 6. Very early mornings, but then, you know, staying up late as well, researching. Not challenging, but different, you know, and good as well, because it opens your mind. Now you're, you know, your knowledge is very, you know, up to the standard.
You have to keep it there.
Yes, you have to keep it there. So I think, you know, reading all the time. Yes, we've been saying, I mean, when we're kids, oh, well, I love reading, but truthfully, you don't really like reading. You know, you're like, oh, that's it. But then now you have to really read. You have to be up to speed, know whatever is happening, be current, not just in one field, but across board. So I won't call it a challenge, but I mean, it has been good.
It's been good. Any particular?
I think mine is making the business news soft. You know,
making it soft.
Soft.
I like that.
For the ordinary Ghanaian. I mean, yes, we know business is hardcore. When people talk about business is hardcore, give us the hardcore business news. But then my HOP comes in and says, Ajua, make it light for everybody. Let the ordinary Ghanaian feel business and love business. So I said, okay, what can we do? And it was like, bring a concept. Let's put segments together and see how it would make the ordinary person love business. And so every morning when I wake up, that is the challenge. Make sure that no matter how hard the business news is, make it soft. So sometimes in my presentation, I try to play around with words a little bit. I play sound bites, I come back, I play around with words a little, just to make you understand business, even if you're not a business person. And of course, Jackie made mention of the fact that you have to wake up early. It's difficult because, especially when you move from my end. You need to tell us why you're asking.
Why am I asking that? When we finish.
But you might never know. Somebody might, you know, come along the line. Oh, really?
What is the current status now?
Oh, we are single.
I know. Current status. No complications?
No. I want to get focused on my work. It's very important.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. So. Same for you?
Well, yes. I've been single for a while. For a very long time. I think forever, I'm sure.
End of all the singleness.
Oh, really? You're ending it?
When everybody calls, texts, Charlie, your co-host, she nice, oh. The business girl, I like her.
They said the information.
Messages.
You pass it to them?
So at a point, I give up on these messages. So Jackie, she said what? I said, Charlie, she not like you. But I think for me, the challenge is working with a team that is very much accomplished on their own. Our producers, HOPs, general manager, they have a reputation. And for them to risk their reputation on younger and new presenters for a program that has never been on TV in our country before, I think that's a challenge. Every time you think about it, you understand the responsibility on your shoulders. And also, the other challenge has to do with, I'm the man on the show. So if in the department, we are basically like 2-3 men with a lot of ladies. You have to do your job as a man. You have to coordinate efforts. Make sure if someone is angry, you try to make peace. You try to, you know. So it's.
Do you get up very early too?
I get up around 6. I get up to actually a pretty interesting morning routine. So I get up around 6 and.
Are you single?
Yeah, yes, I am. Yes, I am.
You are?
Yes, yes.
So, a bunch of singles.
I wake up to
you're all single?
You know, she said it. I wake up to Fela music every morning.
Fela music?
Yeah. Fela Kuti.
Ransom Kuti.
Ransom
Yeah,
Kuti.
that was our time, man. Why you use your small boy Uti?
I know.
No.
Really? What's your favorite fella?
There's one called ODOO.
Yeah.
It talks about the economy and governments and how in Africa, when people take over power, they change the names and call it Federal Military Government, Reconciliation Council, all of it. And then the name he has for all of them is Soja Go, Soja Come.
Yeah,
And I like the arrangement where he talks about one day go be one day. Those way they steal the money for government. Well, listen to Fela, his worth of knowledge.
So every morning you wake up to Fela?
Yeah.
Wow.
If it's not Fela, then I go into a deep archive of African artists like the Bella Bellows and the Kofi Olomides and Angelique Kidjo. Deep African in the morning before I set out, yes.
Okay, wow. That's cool. Shout out to Hanging with the rich kids of Metro. And okay, you told me how that name came about, right?
Randy Abbey.
Randy gave you...
Abbey.
Yeah,
Randy Abbey.
but that's your brand now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You go everywhere and they're like, oh, they're rich kids. They're like, oh, they're rich kids. Yeah. We get so many. I mean, people even send us messages. Okay, we're waiting for our mobile money.
Can you send me something?
You know, we're waiting. But yeah, the rich kids.
Yeah.
And the other experiences will be when a politician meets you somewhere in town and just shakes your hands. Oh, the rich kids, how are you? It looks at you as a man who is as rich as he is. I met Fifi Kwete in a car park sometime, and I said hello to him and invited him to our show. It's like, oh, that's you, the rich kids. Oh, wow.
So you're getting all the calls. They are sending you messages that they are looking for them. Yeah. Are you discouraging them?
I don't I try to,
as
the man on the TV here, try to be a protector of these two women. Because what will happen if Jackie is in a bad mood in the morning is this show will suffer. So I'd rather no one who is not ready.
To be a man that will put her in a bad mood?
Yeah. If I give the wrong money pass and in the morning AJ comes and their faces, that's my problem.
That's a problem, eh?
Yeah, so that's part of my problem solving. I have to make sure the right guy gets to them.
Well, it's really, really great hanging out with you, man. You know, when I came on your show, when I hang out with the rich kids, I told you, I want to get you on my show.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you guys came today.
Because,
and for folks out there, please, just check them out. They make TV refreshing. And I like what you said about making business soft, you know. It's not the hardcore, the GDP this and that. It's soft. She will tell you that there's inflation with a smile. The economy is struggling, you know. And you're so even glad to hear of the struggle. But no, you guys are really spot on, man. And I'm glad. It's an opportunity for me to hang out with you, man.
Well,
and King, I'm looking for a successor.
You're looking for it?
For this show, so.
Oh, lovely.
But then
what will happen to GMG Plus?
Oh, not now.
Okay.
We'll retire in about, what, 10 years? Welcome to the show.
For you, then, show them one more time.
That you spent your birthday on our show.
Yes.
The first place you came.
Yes. Folks, yes. I spent my second birthday on their show, man.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
The first.
Yes.
The first. Mid-morning show on TV.
Yes.
Numero uno.
Keep it together. Stick around. We'll be right back.
The KSM Show.